Hi, I'm Rob Van Raphorst. Welcome to MBANow. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, or the CFPB, has been one of the most impactful departments in the last few years in Washington, D.C. Today we have with us MBA's Managing Regulatory Counsel, Justin Wiseman, to discuss MBA's Roadmap to CFPB 2.0, a white paper we released on how the CFPB should continue to evolve and some of the challenges it might face. Justin, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Justin, first, what is the Roadmap to CFPB 2.0?
I think the best way to understand it is to zoom out a little bit. In fall of 2017, MBA released its CFPB 2.0 paper. And in that, we articulated certain high-level principles that we thought the Bureau should consider as it continues its evolution, as you noted, from a startup agency to a neutral, non-political, but vigorous consumer regulator. So CFPB 2.0 established the high-level principles, such as things like no regulation by enforcement, more due process in their enforcement proceedings, and regulating through guidance and clear rules of the road rather than through enforcement proceedings, which is essentially regulation by enforcement. After that paper came out, Director Cordray resigned and was replaced by Acting Director Mulvaney. One of Acting Director Mulvaney's key priorities during his tenure was to start an RFI, or request for information process. And in doing so, they asked for comment on all aspects of Bureau operations. MBA commented extensively on that. I think it's over 140 pages of comments based on feedback from over 600 members. So it's a huge body of work. And what CFPB 2.0, the roadmap piece of it, seeks to do is to tie that together, to operationalize a lot of principles that we articulated in our higher level CFPB 2.0 paper and show how the Bureau could, if they choose, effectuate that through making changes to their operations, to their regulations, to their rulemaking processes, as we outlined in our RFIs, then pulled together in hopefully a more readable and understandable way in the roadmap.
So digging down a little bit, what are a few of the regulatory priorities that you would highlight?
So on the regulatory side, I think first you have to highlight just the rule on rules and making more clear where the Bureau intends to use guidance or how they will use guidance to inform regulated entities of their responsibilities. I mean, we think it's very important that the Bureau provide guidance where appropriate and where it's possible so that people know the rules of the road, but that guidance isn't then used to penalize people who choose not to follow it. A good analogy is that we believe guidance should be a shield for those who choose to follow it and not a sword for the Bureau to use against those that don't. On the specific regulatory side, because the Bureau did ask for comments there, I think it's extremely important to highlight the loan originator compensation rule. That emerged in conversations with our members as our top priority for where we think there could be targeted regulatory changes that will both enable the industry to extend credit to more consumers while retaining the core consumer protections at the heart of the rule.
So where can our members find out more information about the roadmap to CFPB 2.0?
Well, first I would encourage folks to go to our website where it is on our CFPB 2.0 page. So you can find the roadmap there and download it and read it for yourself and hopefully see what we've been trying to accomplish with it. But another crucial venue is the Legal Issues Conference that's going to be happening starting May 5th in New Orleans. These topics and many of the specifics that we talk about both in the roadmap and then in great detail in our RFI responses will be topics of panels at that conference.
Yeah, and I would just add that if anybody wants to attend that conference, they can go to the meeting section on our website and register.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for talking about the CFPB 2.0 white paper. Again, it's such an important document. I really think all of our members need to see it and really apply it to their businesses.
Thank you for having me.